Good morning. I am Jody Fisher from Jody Fisher Coaching. Thank you for coming on and listening to me chat today about whether you are a person who looks at the problem or if you look at the solution and how that affects you in every aspect, of your life. So this came to me yesterday, and I'm going to tell you a little story. And let me apologize right up front. I have a degree in biology. I've taught secondary sciences. That's where I started. I have 2 teens, so we talk about everything and anything. And I have a degree in veterinary technology, where I spent over a decade working in clinics. So I can be a little plain spoken and a little gross sometimes. Yesterday I was walking my dog, yesterday morning, and he has this certain way he goes about taking care of his business. He chugs around like a locomotive when he has to go have a bowel movement. So it's quite vexing to me, because as I do pick up his mess every time, it means that I have to see where the beginning of the trail starts and sometimes count droppings up to the end of the trail so that I make sure, 1, I get them all, but 2, I don't step in it at the end. It also means that I could be picking up something up to 10 feet, a 10 feet span. But yesterday we were at our dog park, and it's shaped like a triangle. And my dog, whose name is Cosmo, he found his spot, what he thought was the right spot, because dogs are very particular about that, and he started to go. But unfortunately, he was facing and was right at the sharp point of the triangle of our dog park. And as he began to go to the bathroom, he realized that he would not be able to move forward. In fact, he went all in one space, and he did look back at me and give me that look like, what am I supposed to do? Right? So he was focused on the problem, and he was trying to provide the right answer for his problem, which was what he's always done, of going in a long trail. As it turns out, he was able to find a solution to his problem of needing to go to the bathroom in a different way, because he was forced to be a little bit creative. And I tell you that story because it struck me as funny at the time, and I thought, how many times do we search for the one right way to do something when we have our problem? When we think about it's a problem, we have to pick it apart, and there's only one way to solve that problem. I know that I can be like that. I know I've been like that in the past. I've often described myself as a devil's advocate, that I will provide all the pitfalls to a solution rather than search for other ways to do things. So those of us that are like that, often when we have a problem, we say, can I do this? Well, if you notice, that is a yes or no question, right? And you have to decide at that moment, on all the value, all the resources you have, whether you want to answer yes or no. And unfortunately, that means for most of us that we're just going to say no, because we don't want to take a risk on solving a problem. However, if you are solution-minded, you might often ask yourself, how can I do this? You're always believing there's a way to solve it. And if enough minds get together and say, how can we do this? We can come up with several solutions, right? They might not all be the most efficient way. They might, might not use the resources the best way possible, but they're all solutions. And when we work together, or when we accept those outside possibilities, we actually can come up with greater solutions. So I just wanted to throw that at you. Instead of saying, can I do this? Say, how can I? How can I? And then that way you're thinking of multiple possible solutions, and not just what the problem is, and not just giving that split-second answer of no. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped you. If it did, or if you know of someone that you might share it with, that it would help them through something they're going through, please do. I would love to be of help. I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, I'm Jody Fisher from Jody Fisher Coaching.